Recording. This is an oyster, a Pacific oyster. The scientific name of a Pacific oyster is called Chrysostrea gigas. And what we are going to do is identify the anatomical makeup, starting with the gills. They have gills like fish, and that's how they breathe. There are 4 of them. Gill number 1 is here. I'm going to move them to the side so we can see the different gills. That's gill number 1. Gill number 2 is kind of stuck to it. This is gill number 2. Gill number 3. And this is gill number 4 here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. 4 gills. This is the oyster's stomach. This is the stomach. And this is the mouth. When we open the mouth, we see the inside. That's how he eats his food. This is his mouth. So if I stick the knife right here, I would be putting it in his mouth. So he's biting the fork. That's his mouth. This is his stomach. This organ along here is the mantle. We'll see it more when I dissect him open. This is the mantle, which controls the opening and closing of the shell. It attaches at the top shell and at the bottom shell on the other side of him. This is the heart. And if we cut through here, we can see that it's not beating because this oyster is not living. So that's his heart. This is his heart right here. This is how the blood flows through his heart. And it's a little rougher than the rest of him. Everything else is kind of squishy, but the heart is tough. This is the rectum. This tube right here is his intestines. That's the intestinal tube. And the bottom part here, this little black part at the tip, bring it closer. The black tip is the anus. So the tube, this whole long tube here, comes from the stomach. And the tube flows. That's the intestines, and the end is the anus. Okay, now we're going to cut the top off so we can see more inside, starting with the mouth. So I'm going to open his mouth and cut a little off so we can see the inside. So now we're seeing the inside of the stomach. That's the inside of his stomach, and if I flip his gills over some and just cut down the middle, we can see the mantle, the muscle that is responsible for opening and closing. So this is the top of him. This is his mouth, his stomach. This is the intestinal tract. That tube that's coming down, it's coming from the stomach here. It's a little dark in the stomach, so he's been eating a lot. The stomach area, that's the tube here coming from his mouth. So he swallows, it goes to the stomach, comes out the intestines and out of the anus. And that's the mantle muscle responsible for opening the shell. Flip this part over and we see the heart once again. So just so we can differentiate organs, I'm going to cut off the heart and move it over here. The heart is gone now. So now we see the intestinal tract in the anus. Flip it back open so we can see the stomach again and the tract of the intestines. And these are the little tentacles. And that was the Pacific oyster, also known as the Chrysostria gigas. And oysters are full of zinc, which help with testosterone boosting, acne. It helps wounds heal. It boosts the immune system, and it helps with thyroids. So it's very healthy, and it is the 30th element on the element chart. And oysters are able to change their sex. They don't have a central nervous system, so they don't feel pain at all. And they produce pearls. They are not the only marine life form that produce pearls. Mussels and clams also produce pearls as well. And they have a 3-chambered heart. So this heart has 3 chambers in it. Can't really cut it open because it's so tough, but it's 3 chambers opposed to the human 4-chambered heart. It has gills like a fish. They eat algae, and the minerals that are formed from eating the algae is called nacre, which is how the pearls are produced. And they have colorless blood. That concludes the marine biology research of clams. Not clams, oysters. Sorry.